Also, please welcome Mark Little, who's just joined us. Yay! Now, I mentioned all of you watching that. You're quite emotional, but Anne Haddy...
Mainly because of Anne.
Yeah.
Seeing Anne.
Because she left us about 4 months ago now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'd been on that show the whole time pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, she was only written out last year because she just couldn't.
Was too ill.
She just was too ill. And we thought she was getting better.
But she did often get poorly and then get better. And she had an amazing constitution.
But it's lovely. It's fantastic to watch it there. And in fact, your favourite Neighbours moment is going to be coming up later. Thousands and thousands of you have been voting for that all week. Also, if you would like to speak to the cast of Neighbours, the three of them here, also we've got Drew, 0990 100 755. Do you see how I say Drew? 0990 100 755. I promise I won't do an Australian accent. They're going to be more with Neighbours Morning and City Hospital later on, so we'll see you after the news.
That's when good neighbours become friends.
It's the same thing. Now, are you in a position where you're talking about an operation or deciding whether there's an alternative? Because not everybody has to have one.
That's right. I mean, Chris had to have the operation, and we reconstructed his patella, anterior cruciate using the patella tendon, much as we do, say, a footballer. But for people who don't need the operation, then we've got to think how they can manage their lives afterwards.
Plus the fact you sometimes might have to wait a couple of years for an operation until a decision has been made, or whether you decide to go for it. So what do you do?
Yeah.
What did you do in the meantime? Did you try and strengthen it at all?
No, I didn't actually. I was. It was about 2 months before it was actually diagnosed, and I waited about 2 years for the operation. The problem I was that the pain in the knee stopped me actually exercising it to build the strength up, so it was a bit of catch-22.
That's difficult. What we know is, when we talked about the muscles around the knee before, is that if you can work with the muscles, they can do the jobs of the ligaments sometimes, and so they can stabilise the knee. But it's important, if you do have a knee injury, not to push yourself too hard, because you can damage yourself if you try and get back to sport if the knee's not right.
All right, and so each time it pops out, it can actually do more damage.
Yeah, if you can imagine on this model, if you were to dislocate the knee every time you try and play sport, this would damage the bearing surface. It really should be very smooth.
All right, so and very painful, I should imagine. Much like having your chest hair waxed. That'd be quite.
I can't imagine what that would be like. And I don't think I'm going to find out either.
Oh, really? Apparently he's not going to find out, Gabby.
That's not what Barry Evans says. That's not what Nick Barry says.
Nick Barry and Barry Evans say that's not true.
Well, actually, I'm going to do it after Barry Evans has all his teeth pulled for charity.
What do you think the chances are of that, Gabby? You know Barry better.
Barry will say no. I did promise him that we wouldn't stitch him up, but what we are going to do is Andy, our floor manager, he's also going to have his head shaved for children in need. So that's pretty amazing. And so we're joining AC. Everybody's joining in for Children in Need. Look at his face over there. It is a bit of a fix-up. Dodgy, the cameraman, said he'd do it, so we're going to do that for Children in Need, along with everybody else. Now, Robert, Children in Need soon.
Yeah.
You joined in last year. You'll do something, I'm sure, on the morning,
probably.
won't you?
Yeah.
Because you're a bit of a star. OK, now, earlier on this morning... Well, happy half-term, by the way, everybody. I hope you've had a good half-term. I know not everybody's on half-term. I know most of you are, but I hope you've enjoyed this morning. There's more all morning with the stars of Neighbours. Yeah. And Robert here, who earlier on said that he loves Chinese food. So Ross Burden is entering now with your favourite from Neighbours. We didn't tell you. Here's Libby, Kim with your Chinese. Ross,
I didn't drop it. I didn't drop it all that way.
You didn't?
You're in shock, aren't you?
How are you?
Not too bad at all.
Mwah. How you doing?
Not bad at all.
I'm going to eat all this food.
He's suddenly lost interest.
You're going to have to steal the chopsticks, because I'm going to eat it all.
Here's Ross as well, from Ready, Steady, Cook and other shows.
Okay.
And Simon, you know, Simon looks so cool in that hat. Now, come on, you've got to try it. What is it again?
There's chopsticks here if you want them.
Oh, OK. Can you use chopstick? No, I think maybe...
OK, we'll spoon then.
Maybe I'll...
Which bit should he try, Ross?
I'll go for the pork, I think, because that was the whole...
Sweet and sour pork?
The centre of it.
Go on, I'll leave Kim to feed you. Go on, Kim.
Oh, OK.
Go on.
Let me see. I need to get a little bit, won't I?
Oh, dear.
Let's see.
Oh, we're all waiting. Oh, he's a happy boy.
A little bit of pineapple with a bit of rice here. We're going, OK.
Thanks, Mum.
OK, go on.
You right?
We need to know what you think.
Good?
Yeah, food's not bad either. Being fed by Kim.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back downstairs because there's more from the Neighbours morning. I'm going to leave you two up here with Robert. Nick's going to come and join Robert. Kim's coming with me, and we'll see you very soon. I'll see you on City Hospital on Monday. Here's Nick. Come on, Kim.
Thank you very much, yeah. We're just saying here that, as you can see, a couple snuggling together up here. Jules moving in, ready... looking for accommodation, under the pretext that she's not wearing a microphone, and so to be heard, she has to snuggle in to Dan.
It fell down. It's gone down.
No,
here.
Easy. Thank you very much. Try and keep it clean on daytime television, shall we? Never had an injury on his bones. Never had a bone injury.
Well, we can do that.
Well,
we can do that.
I saw you earlier. It's for feet. Is that right?
Small feet.
Actually, he's got a sore knee. He's just told me.
I did. There's a story. Yeah, rather embarrassing carpet burn.
I'm not even going to go.
Right,
Thank you very much. It's a bit dangerous actually keeping You have no idea what's going on here, do you, Chris? You come in for your knee to be looked at, and all of a sudden it's all going strangely. All right, thank you very much, everybody. That's it for today, strangely enough. Next week we'll be following the story of Gillian Thompson, whose face was almost completely rebuilt following a horrific accident when she was hit by a speedboat. She's already had to endure 2 years of operations. She needs one more major operation, and she's hoping it will be her last. Join us on Monday at 10, and don't forget, Clock's back this weekend. See you. Bye-bye.